Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, January the 10th, 2016. Happy New Year, the first news show of 2016. First up, before we get into the main news, I want to put out a little bit of a charity request. I actually support a charity based here in Orlando called Vision of Flight. Now, Vision of Flight helps expose kids to careers in aviation and aeronautics who perhaps would never have imagined that such things were possible for them. They do that through a STEM-focused program that initially uses simulators before transitioning the kids as pilot in command of actual aircraft. Now, the charity was actually inspired by the Red Tails, and the Red Tails are still very much involved with the charity to this day. Unfortunately, like most charities, they are always on the lookout for financial help. And in 2016, they have a goal of buying their own Cessna to cut down on rental costs for the fly days for when the kids actually go flying. If you would like to find out more and donate to this awesome group, head on over to visionofflight.org. Now into the main news. First up, Just Flight's Gulf Hawk II is out. Now the Gulf Hawk is a truly unique aircraft. Just one was made in the 30s in order to demonstrate high-performance maneuvering and tactical dive bombing. It was then toured all over the world to demonstrate these techniques before finally retiring in 1948. Work on the Gulf Hawk II actually led to the development of the F-3, the US Navy's last biplane fighter. Now, Just Flight's Gulf Hawk II is available for all versions of both FSX and Prepared. It features the 1,000 horsepower Wright Cyclone engine that enabled the actual aircraft to reach nearly 300 miles an hour and climb up 2,000 feet per minute. It has an authentic virtual cockpit and accurate flight dynamics, as well as an in-sim configurator to adjust view angles, seat height, and graphics. Just Flight's Gulf Hawk II is available from the Just Flight link in the show notes below for just $16.99. Next up, Carenado have released the C90 GTX King Air HD. As always, Carenado with their catchy product names. This is an upgrade from Carenado's original C90B, and owners of that product get a $10 discount on the price of this product. The C90 GTX King Air HD brings in the ProLine 21 glass cockpit systems, including the primary flight display, multifunction display, flight guidance panel, display control panel, control display unit, and flight management system. As with other similar upgrades from Carenado, the all-digital systems are powered by Navigraph AirAct data, and it does ship with the October 2013 database. If, however, you have a subscription to Navigraph, you can, of course, update that AirAct data. The simulation of the ProLine systems will allow you to load in departure and arrival procedures as well as complex approaches, and other features include 4K resolution textures, 3D knobs in the virtual cockpit, high-quality sounds, and a control panel for customizing aspects of the add-ons such as transparency and reflections. It's worth noting, though, that this aircraft does not include 2D panels. While there are pop-out 2D panels for some of the key displays, this is a VC-only aircraft. It's available right now for FSX and Prepared 2 or 3, and will set you back $39.95 at the Carenado link in the show notes below. Next up, a couple of stories from Orbix. First up, Orbix Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo, or Friday Harbor, was released. This is the latest Orbix scenery from the incredibly talented guys at Turbulent Designs, and it is their biggest product yet. Although the focus of the product is Friday Harbor Airport, the package actually also includes photoreal scenery for the whole of San Juan Island, including 7 smaller airfields on the island and 2 seaplane bases. Turbulent Designs even went so far as to fully model the interior of the control tower, for those of you looking to make artistic tower view videos. The scenery is designed to be used with Orbix's Pacific Northwest and includes ground imagery at a resolution of 15 centimeters per pixel. Ferry traffic is included as well as support for Orbix's PeopleFlow and NatureFlow technologies to inject a little life into the surrounding areas. Orbix Friday Harbor is available for all versions of FSX and Prepared and requires that you have Pacific Northwest installed. Remember that before you go and buy it, and it will set you back a really quite pleasant $23.83. Pleasant because of the volume of content in this package. More information at the Orbix link in the show notes below. The second Orbix story is that they released Southern California. Orbix have continued to expand their North American region library just before Christmas, and will pretty soon have the entire country covered in beautiful Orbix goodness. The latest release, Southern California, is just really amazing in scope. Orbix Southern California adds scenery for more than 140,000 square miles, from Monterey to Tijuana, from Las Vegas to Kingman, Arizona. The scenery overhauls Los Angeles, San Diego, and Las Vegas in particular. It significantly updates 312 airports in the sim, and it even adds in an additional 53 unlisted airstrips not already in FSX and Prepared. Key height obstructions and VFR landmarks for the entire region are included, which of course will be a significant bonus for VFR pilots, and this includes roads, railroads, power lines, wind and solar farms, observatories, and much more. The scenery even covers the Hoover Dam, the Sierra Nevada mountain ranges, and the military ranges in the Mojave and Colorado deserts. It's actually an incredibly detailed and immense product and is available now for all versions of FSX and Prepared. It's also got a price tag that I've got to say has been sorely tempting me all weekend of just $36.13. More information at the link in the show notes below. Next up, Taxi to Gate released Echo Delta Delta Mike, or Munich. They are rapidly establishing themselves in the major airport space in the same way that Orbix have in the regional airfield space. Just before Christmas, they released Taxi to Gate Munich. Munich is, of course, the second biggest airport in Germany, the 7th busiest in Europe, and it handles 39.7 million passengers a year, as well as flights to 228 destinations in 66 countries. The airport is also a secondary hub for Lufthansa Regional and its Star Alliance partners. Taxi to Gate's version meets their usual high standards, including custom photo scenery and ground textures, hand-placed autogen, fully detailed buildings on the outside, as well as, of course, the inside of the terminal buildings, realistic ground markings, moving jetways, and very much more. It is available right now for all versions of FSX and Prepared for €23.99. More information at the Sim Market link in the show notes below. Finally, Airline to Sim, just before Christmas, I think it was just before Christmas, released their Q400 First Officer Training Program. Airline to Sim is actually run by a good friend of mine, Ben Weston, and arrived on the scene last year with a comprehensive training program for Q400 pilots designed and produced with the help of a real pilot. And they are back with their First Officer Training Program. It expands on the content in the first program with instruction from a real pilot on how to handle rejected takeoffs, engine fires, V1 cuts, crosswind landings, VOR, NDB, RNAV approaches, and very, very much more. The videos are very well produced and are highly worth checking out. I actually got the first set of training from Airline to Sim and loved it, and I am going to buy the second set. The new program consists of more than 13 hours of video training and is available right now for just $24.99, which really is an absolute steal. More information at the Airline to Sim link in the show notes below. So that's it for this week's show. As always, if I have missed something, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll take a look and see if it is worth including in next week's show. But until then, my name is Frugal. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.